You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just all talk, he means business and puts in the hard work to move forward in his career. When he sets his mind to something, he'll work steadily and stay focused, and he won't let laziness or distractions get in the way. If he can learn to manage those rough edges, he's likely to get ahead and make good progress in whatever he chooses to do.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't easily break down. He acts quickly and tries to fix the problem. You'll find that he reacts with energy and sometimes anger, but he doesn't just give up or hide away. He's wired to tackle issues head on, even if it means ruffling a few feathers.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work might respect how hard he works and how seriously he takes his job, but it's likely that he rubs quite a few people the wrong way. His forceful style, impatience, and direct words can lead to arguments or uncomfortable moments with colleagues. He's not afraid to speak his mind, sometimes sharply, even if it hurts feelings.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he's likely to be proud of you and show excitement about your achievements. He loves hard work and respects effort, so your success will feel like something to celebrate together. He's more about pushing forward than holding grudges, so don't expect him to sulk or act bitter for long.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he will feel a strong mix of emotions. He won't hide or bottle things up. If he feels uncomfortable or upset, you'll know because he may make blunt comments or seem irritated at times. But he's not one to quietly stew in jealousy.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's usually quite careful with money and likes things to be planned out. He keeps track of where his money goes and doesn't like wasting it, so you won't find him making wild or careless purchases. When it comes to spending, he thinks before he buys and tries to stick to a budget.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be richer than he is. He cares about stability and wants to make sure that what he owns and spends matches what he earns. You'll notice he avoids risky choices or unnecessary expenses and he doesn't like showing off just to impress others.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is generally warm and kind hearted, especially with people he cares about, so you'll often see him helping others or stepping in when someone needs support. He's not stingy, but he does believe in spending wisely, so he'll think before giving money or gifts and make sure it truly makes sense. When someone's in real need, he'll help without making a big show of it.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is straightforward about money and prefers to keep things clear and out in the open. If there are expenses, savings, or financial plans, he'll talk about it directly, even if his words sometimes sound sharp or matter of fact. He doesn't see the point in hiding things or playing games with money decisions.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes that everyone should pitch in and help keep the house running smoothly. He isn't the type to sit back and expect you to do everything by yourself. He expects teamwork at home just like with money or other important matters.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the kind who likes to jump in and get things done himself, not just stand around telling you what to do. If there are chores or diapers that need attention, he won't shy away, he'll roll up his sleeves and help out. If something needs fixing or cleaning, he'll be right there, probably working fast and making sure it's sorted out.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He often wants to prove his point and can argue strongly, especially if he feels challenged. He might jump into defending himself rather than calmly listening to your side right away. Sometimes this can make you feel like your opinion doesn't matter, especially when he gets loud or blunt.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he gets angry, he's likely to speak sharply or say things that hurt, and his tone can turn harsh or forceful. He may raise his voice or use strong words in the heat of the moment, making the argument feel bigger than it is. At times, he might slam a door or make bold gestures to show his frustration.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he's the type who gets angry quickly and doesn't hold back when something upsets him. His temper can flare up over small things, leading to loud words or strong reactions. While he might calm down afterward, the cycle can repeat, making home life tense.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it hard to admit when he's wrong, especially right after a fight. Instead of saying sorry or owning up, he might try to shift the blame or argue that you caused the problem. You could end up feeling like you always have to smooth things over first.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He can be very strong willed and sometimes pushy, especially when he really wants something or feels strongly about an issue. If you set a firm boundary, he might argue or try to change your mind at first, not because he wants to hurt you, but because he's used to insisting on his point of view. It's important to stand your ground clearly and calmly and be ready to repeat yourself if needed.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he might take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He's likely to feel rejected or upset and may question himself or even imagine there's a bigger problem. If you're honest and kind in explaining your mood, he can learn not to take it too much to heart.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can generally trust him to keep private moments between the two of you and not use them to hurt or embarrass you later. He values trust and closeness in a relationship, and even though he can get angry or say things sharply during a fight, he doesn't look for ways to shame or expose you. Most importantly, he wants to protect the special bond between you, not destroy it.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is usually loyal and prefers to focus on building a steady, lasting relationship. He takes his responsibilities seriously and wants to create a secure home life. So he's unlikely to run after every new attraction that comes his way. You can generally count on him to stay faithful as long as he feels respected and valued by you.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He can be very strong willed and sometimes show signs of being possessive, especially if he feels threatened or insecure. You might notice him getting jealous if you spend time with other men or acting controlling about what you do and who you talk to. While some protectiveness is normal in relationships, too much can be draining and even unhealthy.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might seem like caring or protective behavior can easily slip into being controlling. He's very strong minded and tends to want things done his way, so his protectiveness can sometimes mean he's deciding too much for you or watching your actions closely. He may say it's out of concern, but it can start to feel like you don't have space to make your own choices.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't simply expect you to handle everything on your own. He believes in clear routines and wants things at home to run smoothly, so he'll take charge and get involved whenever needed. You'll notice him stepping in to help with big and small tasks, from discipline to playtime.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper and react quickly rather than staying calm. He wants things to be right and can feel frustrated when they aren't. So you may see him raise his voice or get sharp with his words in those moments. It's important to remember his quick temper can be hard for children, making them feel nervous or worried about making mistakes.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is likely to respect your hard work as a mother and appreciate what you do for the family. He knows how important teamwork is at home, so he'll help out and value your efforts. If you stand firm and talk openly, he can learn to support you as a mother and as your own person.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who could make you wonder about that. Right now, he might support your career and seem proud of your success, but after you have a child, his strong ideas about how things should run at home could lead him to expect you to focus more on family and less on work. Make sure he understands your dreams and plans, not just your duties at home.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to treat your parents with respect, but his warmth can feel a bit uneven. When he likes and agrees with them, he can be lively, talkative, and genuinely caring, making them feel welcome. This means your parents will usually see his honest side, for better or worse. He often expects others, including your family, to adjust to his way rather than changing himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family causes stress or tries to interfere, he is likely to react quickly and strongly, not calmly. His first instinct is to speak up and set boundaries, sometimes in a way that's too blunt or fiery. This could make the situation more tense or lead to bigger arguments if feelings get hurt.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who might be modern and relaxed with you in private, but expect you to play the traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. At home, he may appreciate your independent ideas and support your choices, but when family or elders visit, he could want you to follow old customs, dress conservatively, or behave in a certain way to maintain family respect. This can feel confusing or even unfair if he changes his expectations depending on who's around.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's likely to stand with you rather than stay out of it or side with his family. He sees you as part of his team and wants to protect and defend you, sometimes even jumping into the middle of things with strong words or a loud voice. He isn't the type to quietly watch from the sidelines or ignore your feelings.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not the typical mummy's boy who always puts his mother first. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he's likely to choose your side, especially if he feels you're right or have been treated unfairly. He believes in loyalty to his partner and stands up for what he thinks is best, even if it means disagreeing with his own family.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to run to his mother or sister with every detail of your fights or private life. He values privacy and believes in handling things directly within the relationship. But usually, he prefers to keep these matters between the two of you.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man means living with a lot of energy, drive, and strong opinions every single day. He works hard for his goals and will expect the same from you, often stepping in to help, but sometimes wanting things done his way.